Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Fandom Frequency. It's your boy Kenny, joined by my main man Skippy. What up, man?
How's it going there, Kenny? Kenny Watson.
Yeah, Kenny Watson. Yo, up in the building. I'm doing good, man. We are bringing you the spoiler-filled review of James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, man. It just dropped this past weekend, August 6th, 2021. In one of the craziest times of all humanity. We got one of the craziest comic book movies of all time. Not saying the best, not saying the worst, of course, but just one of the craziest comic book movies, man. And just getting into it, man. Just going from where this all began, 2016. A lot of us fellow comic book nerds out there, we saw the 2016 David Ayer Suicide Squad. It came out in theaters literally a year ago this weekend, or not a year ago, 5 years ago to this past weekend. It came out, and I enjoyed it okay the first time. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people in the middle. It was all over the place, but it made a lot of money. So we all knew we were going to get a sequel to this thing eventually. We just didn't know in what form and what they were going to do. DCEU's been all up in the air. But my main man, Skips, right here, has not seen the 2016 Suicide Squad. So he came into this thing fresh, man. But we're gonna rectify that someday. We're going to have a little future review. We got to have some fun stuff on that one, man. But just coming into this movie, The Suicide Squad, fresh, no comparisons or anything. What did you think of The Suicide Squad, man?
I loved this film.
Me too.
I came into it like knowing that the first film wasn't too hot and everything so forth.
Definitely,
kinda,
yeah.
Put me on like the back burner. I'm like, I'll watch it someday and everything so forth. And then when this movie dropped in, and then we found out that James Gunn was going to be directing it, I was like, I gotta see what's going on, because James Gunn, he does like a lot of great work, man.
Definitely, man. Slither. There's a movie he did with Rainn Wilson from The Office called Super. You know what I'm saying? And shit, Guardians 1 and 2. Come on now.
He's incredible. He's just incredible overall.
Definitely. I love James Gunn films, man. I love everything the man does. It's great.
Yeah, like it's just like this film coming in, it was a lot of things I didn't expect. I was like,
oh yeah,
within like the first, I would say 15 minutes, I was like,
man, is murking the Suicide Squad, bro.
Dude, like I was like, oh my god. I'm like, is this like a dream sequence, like a training sequence? What's going on here?
I was thinking that, dude. I'm like, is Amanda Waller explaining what they shouldn't do? Like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, fucking Captain Boomerang gone.
Dude.
In a second, Boomer! Dude. I was like, oh no.
Was he in the first film? I remember seeing him in the first film.
He is one of the characters that carried over from the first film, like Rick Flag, Harley Quinn, and Amanda Waller. Those are the only characters that carried over from the previous film. So I thought he was a shoo-in to survive at least through most of the movie. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, oh shit, he gone. He blown the fuck up.
Within the just in the VJ, I was, when he went out, I was like, oh god,
it was
what a way
Private
to go.
Ryan with comic books.
It pretty much was. It's a great comparison between the two.
Pictures on the helicopter and everything, bro.
Yeah, oh my god, when she went out, I was like, what the?
Mongal.
She just got burnt to a crisp. And like a lot of these characters, are they like, they're not up there in tier wise.
Nah, these guys are
D
like that, right? And C list at most.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, the most high like tier character other than Harley is probably Rick Flag or Captain Boomerang. Oh, literally. Okay. Like everyone else is D list as fuck.
I was gonna say, I'm like, man, they're just like, they're murking them left and right. They're like, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, well, who was the one person, that one character who drowned like right in the beginning?
Oh, freaking Weasel, bro.
Weasel, when he
played by James Gunn's brother, Sean Gunn. Oh my god, bro. Did nobody check if the Weasel could swim?
Oh, but he's flopping everywhere. I was like, oh my god. And he just screaming, and then like, I forgot the character's name. He drowned into the beach. He's like,
Savant, played by Michael Rooker.
yes, him.
man.
And then like he's not
Young
checking. He's
dude.
like, he's dead. I'm like, what? He's already dead.
Weasel's dead.
And then,
I'm like, what?
dude, like that's why I was like, oh my god. Right when that happened, I'm like, all right. So I kind of see where this is going towards. And then right when everything started popping off and people start getting killed off, I was like, okay, so this is something I'm not expecting. Because like I heard the first movie wasn't really like this one from what I'm hearing from everybody.
The one thing I'm gonna spoil for you, I'm not gonna say like who dies, who doesn't, but it's the death count is so much lower than this one.
Really?
Yes, it is so much lower. Like I said, I'm not gonna get any more specific details in there, even though this is a spoiler review for the new one. But bro, it's way less.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Like my boy James Gunn grabbed the rug and said, Pete Davidson's face is gone.
Dude.
Here we go. Freaking Nathan Fillion over there, the detachable kid with no arms and shit. He's like,
and they were even shooting. They weren't even shooting at his body. They were just shooting at his
arms.
So I was like, they were just screaming. I was like, Jesus Christ!
He could still feel it.
Give him some stuff. Give him some like at least some like. I wanted to see his powers a little bit more. I'm like, all right, cool. He's gonna do something more.
That was it.
All he was doing is punching
and slapping and shit.
And then they were like, what the hell is he doing? Oh, just gun him down. They're like, da, 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 and you're just going at him nonstop. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's kind of. They're just going. And
it's all because Pete Davidson's character sold him out.
Oh, yeah.
To the Corto Maltesians or whatever.
Oh my!
He's like, hey, wait, don't we have a deal, guys? Hold on.
Boom.
Face gone.
Cannon to the face, and you just see
face off.
You just see like that whole where his face should be, just deleted. I was like, oh god.
Delete.
When I seen him onto like the poses and everything, I'm like, I wonder what he's gonna end up doing.
Oh, Pete Davidson, yeah,
like Pete Davidson. I was like, what can he do? I know he's not too built to be like doing anything crazy.
Yeah, see, he was one of those characters I definitely knew was gonna die. I was like, there's no way Pete Davidson's gonna become like a DC like mainstay or anything. I'm like, he's gonna be in and out. Nathan Fillion's character, the detachable kid guy, I knew he was going to be pretty much in and out because he doesn't really do like long-term like franchise type movies and stuff like that. But he's really good friends with James Gunn, so I knew he was pretty much doing it as a favor because there was actually a cameo he did for Guardians 2 that they cut out of the movie. Real quick tangent. He was going to play Wonder Man. Yeah. He's this character that Vision, they ended up getting his conscience to make Vision in the comics at a certain point. But Wonder Man was kind of like Booster Gold, but in Marvel. He was an actor, superhero.
Okay.
So Nathan Fillion was actually going to play him in a Guardians 2 flashback with Kurt Russell's character, but they ended up cutting that out of the movie because it was like a set leak. But it never ended up being in the movie, so I guess they cut it. So he's technically in the MCU, you know what I mean? But we'll see if that ever happens. But yeah, I knew he was in and out. Mongal or whatever, I was like, yeah, she's in and out. Weasel's gonna die, which, spoiler alert for the very end of the movie, he doesn't die. He actually is alive.
That's true. And he just like wakes up. He's like, what's going on? He's like, do we still do our mission? I don't think he's thinking about the mission. He's like, nope. I think I'm free at this point.
It. I'm out.
Then
they can still blow his head off if they find out he's alive, though.
They could. I think they definitely could.
They got the suitcase. They could blow up all she's not gonna blow up their heads because they made the deal, but she's gonna blow off his head.
And another thing too, is this the first time? Because I forgot that character's name who swam off, who was abandoning the mission.
Savant. Yeah, he's like super like F-less comic book character. I never even heard of him.
Yeah, oh, Jesus.
But yeah,
was this the first time like they used like the head thing to blow somebody's head off in the films? No, they used it in the previous film.
No, you've seen it before.
Okay, got you. Yeah, because I was thinking like, damn, what a way to go.
No, they showed you that in the last Suicide Squad. They had to do that. If you do a Suicide Squad and don't blow somebody's head off, it's not the Suicide Squad, you know.
Gotcha.
That's like one of the big draws of it. It's the Dirty Dozen with the head explosive in your head.
Gotcha.
And they really got that from like old school movies like Escape from New York and shit. But,
yeah, because I thought the last film, I thought everybody's working together to go on to go up against what was her name that they were like? I guess
Enchantress.
Yeah, there we go. I thought they were all working together towards like at the end of the film for that. But like I said, I haven't seen that one before. That's why I thought I'm like I don't know if they used it in the last movie or not. I don't know if it's like the first time they show it.
They've used the head explosives, that's for sure.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, it's just shit is crazy, bro. I could go on for days. I absolutely love this movie too, man. From start to finish, I'm never bored. I'm laughing my ass off. But the one thing too that I want to highlight that a lot of people aren't giving enough credit to is the emotion and the character development in this movie. Obviously, it's not trying to go for an Oscar or anything, but it gets pretty like emotional, and actually, you actually really get invested in like Ratcatcher 2. And you get invested in Idris Elba's character Bloodsport and what he's going through, and Daniela Melchior as Ratcatcher 2. Like the thing with her father being an addict, like you know what I'm saying. Like we know what that's like,
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like it's just a very relatable stuff that he was putting into this weird, crazy, over the top movie. So I really loved how there was that character development. The characters did bond in a natural way, and they did like come together for a common cause in a way you didn't expect. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, it was just so many unexpected twists and turns with this movie. And I'm not just talking about when characters die or whatever, but just the way that they take each other out. Like fucking John Cena takes out Rick Flag just because of the government secrets he doesn't want to get out about the U.S. government, man. Strictly for that, he's going to take out a hero like Rick Flag, who actually gave his life and served his country and was trying to get the knowledge out for the right thing. John Cena said, "Fuck that shit. No more jokes, homie. I'm taking you out." And the fight was well done too, man.
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy
They
shit!"
were just going at it.
That wrestling experience came in handy, huh?
Man, it's straight up did. Like when he like it was pretty much like with John Cena's character, it was like a mission on top of a mission. Like he had his own
Yes.
agenda going on with that one, and
A
then
secret thing going on the whole time, and that's true Black Ops military type operations, dude.
yeah, straight up, straight up. And that fight scene, I was like, man, it sucks because what was that character's name? That
Rick Flag?
Rick Flag. It's
Yeah.
like when he got injured because when I seen him get stabbed, I was like, oh no, this is not gonna be good. He's because when
That's
I
an
seen
omen right there.
Yeah, like I'm like it's not gonna look good for him because like
Yeah.
he's already hurt, and that's where he got stabbed at. It was pretty. It's a
Pretty
bad
crucial spot already.
Yeah, like and when he had a fight against John Cena's character, I was like, Jesus Christ, man, I don't think he's gonna make it out of this one. And we thought he was gonna do it, and then but. John Cena, he grabbed they're on top of it was like a tub or something like that, some ceramic piece, and bam, got him,
Ceramic right in the heart.
and
Dude.
then you seen it, and like, oh, he might survive, and it shows you like a 3D image of it, the heart getting punctured in.
It's in his heart,
Like,
where it's beaten at.
Yeah, like he's not coming back. Then before Rick Flags end up going off, he's seeing like fighting for freedom or
Oh
something.
no,
like
he's
that.
all peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
What
What
a
a joke. And then that's when he just falls
Such
over.
a great line, dude.
I was like, it kind of fits perfectly.
Because even
too.
John Cena's face was like, damn.
He's like, I am. He is kind of right in that scene. And then,
Yep. And he's
yeah,
about to take out our girl Ratcatcher too, and he's all like, she's like, dude, what the fuck? Just destroy the drive. What are you gonna kill me for?
yeah, just do that.
And
Like
he's like, I'm thorough. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
and then like
bro.
I was like, dude, you're
puppet,
get
dude.
out of here,
You're
man.
sheep.
Gee, that's pretty much all he is. He is like a goody two shoe.
But that sets up his spin-off series that they're going to do on HBO Max. It makes it so interesting because I wonder, are they going to give him a redemption arc where he's going to kind of realize he shouldn't be that gung-ho, for the USA? Or is he going to double down, right? So that's the kind of interesting thing we're going to see play out with John Cena, man. Like, I am really excited for that. And I think this is his best role, honestly.
I'm all up for it. I'm all up for it because he did.
Honestly, this is his best stuff since he was John Cena. You can't see me and shit in the ring. This is definitely his best stuff, dude. He was funny. He was badass all at the same time. And his acting, they didn't take it too seriously, but when he had to hit those serious beats, like in the stuff we were just talking about, he nailed it.
He killed it.
He fucking nailed it. Like, he's like, I'm thorough. Like, that shit was fucking good, dude.
Dude, like he did a wonderful job overall, and then the
Major props.
That's
John
why
Cena, man.
I can't wait to see a little bit more from him later on.
Yeah,
down the line.
Peacemaker in January, bro. I'm
Yeah.
about to be consuming the hell out of that. If they drop them all at once, whatever, each week, I'm on it, man.
I'm up with it too, because with this going into not really knowing too much about his character, I'm like,
Yeah,
I kind of want to
nobody
know
did.
a lot more. Because when we found out he was alive at the end, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
like I was
Post
like,
credit, babe.
post credit. That's when I was like, oh man, like he's actually alive. I thought it was gonna be Rick Flag. I was like, oh, it's gonna be him. He ended up surviving it somehow. Like maybe something that I don't know personally about his character, but ended up being it, John Cena's character.
As far as I know, he's just human. He
Yeah.
don't have no abilities
He's-
or anything like that.
Oh,
But yeah, I guess our
gotcha.
boy's gone, man. So no more Rick Flag. But hey, he definitely went out with a bang, and definitely an improvement with his character over the previous 2016 version. He was fine in that, but James Gunn definitely gave him a lot more to chew on with this script, because he's not in like a ton of the movie necessarily. He doesn't have as much screen time as like Idris Elba or Margot Robbie or anything like that. But when he's in the movie, he's awesome and he's on.
Got
And
you.
speaking of Margot Robbie, this is probably my favorite I've seen of her playing Harley Quinn. I loved her in the original Suicide Squad. I definitely loved her in Birds of Prey. And obviously, I love the original Tara Strong version. But she nailed it here, dude. I thought she was definitely like that 90s animated, like Harley Quinn, just R-rated.
I feel like she gave out that vibe because I haven't really seen her actually portray Harley Quinn.
Oh, you haven't seen Birds of Prey either?
I haven't seen none of any of this stuff.
Oh, shit.
A
Yeah.
lot of the stuff for myself that I watch from like when it comes to DC movies is like the Batman trilogy and the most recent Joker movie. With,
Wow. So you're more just Batman.
Yeah, like
sort of like me, but I like a little more DC stuff. But
yeah.
all right.
So,
So
like,
you're more in the Batman verse.
like type of situation, like seeing her, like because I did watch a lot of the cartoons growing up and everything so forth. So she did fit a lot of her the Harley Quinn's personality, like perfect to the T.
Yeah, I think this movie she nailed it even more than the other ones. I don't know if it was just James Gunn's writing. I don't know because she's played the character for like 5 years now. I don't know, but she was just nailing it in this one, man. Like super funny, even funnier than the other movies, but still hit the badass moments. And she has the best action scene in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, dude, she was like when she was into that one guy's house when he ended up I forgot what's his name.
That's the only characters I can't remember the names to.
Yeah, like I guess like
the Maltesian damn, what the hell is that guy's name?
I forgot his name
well,
too.
the guy she ends up shooting and killing that's the leader of the place.
Yeah, and then like when she got captured and everything, when she got set free, she was just going
ape
off.
Shit on
she was just murking every one
it
of them.
Was like John Wick Chapter 2
around.
with fucking Joaquin Phoenix's Joker with the weird music in it and shit. I was like, what the hell is going on? You got flowers shooting everywhere while she's slicing up people with the javelin. And I was like, that javelin weapon is dope as fuck. Dude, I want a javelin now.
She freaking put some work into it.
She nailed that fucking scene. And she did most of the choreography for that thing, dude.
That's major props to
her.
Holy
and another thing,
shit.
I saw this interview with James Gunn, and he was saying, like, you know that part in the movie where she grabs the keys after she snaps that dude's neck with her legs?
Yeah.
And she grabs the keys with her toes or whatever and puts it into the lock?
Yeah.
That was her doing all that shit.
Jesus.
She literally flipped and used the dexterity of her toes to put it into the lock like that.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, dude, I saw this interview with her and James Gunn, and she said she could play the piano with her toes and shit. I'm like, yo.
That's some next level crap.
Whoever's
right there,
dating her better get some creative ideas.
Jesus Christ. Like her character...
Yeah.
Her character overall was freaking awesome, though.
Loved it, man.
I loved her character.
It.
And
one of my only negatives of the movie, though, was I did feel like in the middle portion of the movie, they didn't really know what to do with Harley as much, and I felt like she wasn't really in the movie as much in the middle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in the beginning, she's awesome, one of the best parts of it. In the end, she's one of the best parts of it from that fight scene I was talking about all the way through the rest of the movie. She's dope. But I just thought that middle section with her getting kidnapped and hooking up with the guy or whatever, I thought it was just kind of meh. And that was kind of one of the things that kind of, not dragged the movie down, but just as a big Harley Quinn fan myself and just enjoying the Suicide Squad as a unit and getting to know all the characters and stuff, I just felt like they could have did a little more with her storyline in the movie.
Gotcha. But
she's awesome in the movie, so it's more of like a mixed element. But
mixed element for it. Yeah, I could see that. Definitely see that for sure. And I think what's another good scene? Oh, the scene with the that whole rebellion.
Oh yes, my second favorite action scene with Bloodsport and Peacemaker taking out all the fucking freedom fighters before they realized who they were.
Yeah, dude. Like
they
started this. Yeah, like when they were going through like the whole camp, I was like, oh god, they're killing everybody.
It's like guys... Friday the 13th meets Michael Myers. He's like,
oh yeah, straight up. He's like he did like the Guamo combo on him. That guy had no way of him getting up for sure. It's like I think like it was just funny. Like, well, it's not funny. It was like cool to see all that going down, and then later on, when they actually
find out as the good guy,
they were all on the same team. Dude, when that happened, I remember I was dying laughing. Everybody in that theater was freaking laughing. They're like, what the fuck was going on?
He's like, oh, we didn't see no people. I didn't see anyone.
We didn't. There was people outside? I don't know.
I didn't see anybody. And then they cut to outside. Everyone's just dead.
They're straight up gone.
Fucking Americans.
Yeah, just going in there gun blazing, not really asking anything else. But with the intel that they got, they were saying like,
kill anyone you see.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy though, and I had a theory about that. I think Viola Davis, Amanda Waller did it on purpose.
You think so? What makes you think that though?
Because I think she was trying to keep all the government secrets hidden no matter what, and the freedom fighters could have led to the information getting out. So I think she said, okay, fuck it, yeah, just have him kill whoever she sees.
That's true.
They're not on my team.
Yeah, because like, why would she care? I mean,
they're another liability.
Yeah, and at the end of the movie, she started getting freaked out when they found out they had the hard drive and everything with them,
And she freed the place.
Yeah. So like, I could see why. No. If anything,
you know what I mean? Like
that.
Maybe I'm overthinking it, but that's kind of how I took it after thinking about it. She was like, kill anyone you see. Because I'm like, well, there's nobody really out there except them.
Yeah.
So.
And then, like, for them, they don't really know. Like, they're just, all they know is that they're going on a mission and they're trying to go to that objective that they got debriefed on.
Yeah, they got to get to Jotunheim so they can, or they got to find a thinker so that he can get them into Jotunheim so they could take out Project Starfish, aka Stutto the Conqueror, the OG Justice League of America villain. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, when Batman and Superman and them teamed up the first time, that was their very first villain.
Jesus Christ. That Starfish was messing people up, man.
They went full Cronenberg with that shit. He's all pulling out fucking people's, like,
the
skin off their face and pregnant. They're fucking experimenting on pregnant people and children and shit.
Oh yeah, like, when they were inside the lair and everything.
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
I'm like, this is like Reanimator mixed with Jigsaw or some shit. What just happened?
When I saw that, I was kind of creeped out. I'm like, man, imagine all those like. There's those people in general with those like little starfish on them. They're just walking around, just like
they're
mindlessly.
Corpses, dude.
That's
they're
all it was.
Dead bodies getting controlled by a fucking alien.
Yeah, and then like all you see is like pretty much like the
starfish
limbs
thing,
and the starfish and that huge ass eye, and that's already looking around all weird. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, like, because if you look up that character in the comics and shit, you'd be like, what the fuck? They gonna put that in the movie? Even when I saw the trailer, I was kind of like, I like this trailer, but I don't know about this Starro shit.
Yeah,
this might be a bit much. But no, it fit right into the movie, and the way that James Gunn like filmed the movie, you buy into it, and just the menacing nature of it was good.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play it up for too much humor or anything, but they didn't try to make it too scary, or like try too hard with it. Like it was just enough, but they still had fun with it being a fucking being a starfish and shit like that. But I was like, God damn.
I thought it was the starfish. I thought it was hilarious for him, just like murking everybody. He's going into town, just destroying all the buildings and stuff, saying this is my city. Get out of here.
He went full Godzilla vs. Kong in that bitch, bro.
Straight
up. I was
up.
like, yo, god damn, somebody call Gojira.
Man.
Gojira,
what's going on?
Gojira.
My
fucking
God.
Call Mothra or something, bro. I was like, damn.
But
shit, yo, we gotta talk about my man Polka Dot Man.
I was gonna bring that up to you now.
David Dalsmashian. He's like living a nerd's actor's dream. Do you know this guy grew up as a comic book fan, and he's already been in The Dark Knight, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Ant-Man, The Flash, Suicide Squad, and Batman the Long Halloween as Calendar Man.
Jesus, dude, this guy's living the dream.
And he was on Gotham.
Was he? Really?
Yeah,
was he even on Gotham
I didn't know
too?
that, but I saw it on Instagram. He played a character on Gotham. He was on. He was in Flash. I used to watch Flash in the first 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
He was in there as Sirvana, Dr. Sirvana, and then he was and then he played the crazy guy in Dark Knight, which a lot of people forget. The one that the mute guy. That he thought shot Gordon or whatever.
Yeah.
That's him.
Dude, it's been a while since.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it's like you just didn't know him back then and shit, and he didn't say anything. And then him and Ant-Man looks so different. And the thing that's weird with him as an actor, he always makes himself look so different in the movies, so you don't really know what he looks like.
Honestly,
like it's kind of weird.
That's what I loved about that. If anything, like he just blends in perfectly. And and you'll like just like in this moment, like he's in this movie. I didn't realize he was in this movie.
Yeah, dude.
That's very cool to see from that actor.
I loved him in this, dude. He was so weird and like kind of creepy, like he was almost in Dark Knight creepy, but like really funny and like goofy at the same time. And he just hit all the emotional beats, all the comedy and stuff like that. Like when they're like, I'm walking back and forth. And he's all, yeah,
let's do that. And he's pointing out when he has like to point out the obvious. On top of that, like he for some reason like he just sees his mother like all the time. Yeah,
he always be seeing his mom all the time.
And then
I turned them into my mother in my head and I killed them.
It's like, okay, like even the group is like, I guess so. I mean, like, and this is like they were judging him at first, like, what do you do? Just throw polka dots? But those polka dots are pretty brutal, bro.
Melting motherfuckers, bro.
Dude,
he has one of the coolest powers in the movie.
Dude, that would be a cool power to have. I mean, like, it'll be like poke it. It'll be like kind of like a puffy fish. Like you're all like kind of like
Exactly.
you don't think like this guy's deadly, but when he puffs up, he's
gonna
he'll
get
start
your
killing
ass.
people. He'll just start getting rid of people. Left and right.
Exactly, bro.
Man, like that character was fun to have. It was sucked to seeing him go when
I
he
know,
when he
man.
got stopped, and he was happy for that moment. He was
I'm
like,
a motherfucking superhero.
then boom.
I was like, oh no.
Patrick Star was done with him.
Not my boy. I was like, come on, man.
Dude, but-
Nobody's safe. I hate it.
Yeah, and I
Ugh.
think that's just something with the film that we
Man.
we got to get that through
Just
our
when you
heads.
get comfortable, bro, my boy James Gunn says, ha! Kill him.
Get rid of them. We had to, if we gave them what the audience is more like looking for and everything, just get rid of them.
All right, time to switch some shit up. Time to fuck up the game, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
man. Shit, man. Is anything in this movie I haven't mentioned I wanted to mention?
Honestly, the
King Shark, man.
King Shark.
Sylvester Stallone, MVP. No, I was playing.
Dude.
But he was fucking awesome in the movie.
Dude, like,
Hilarious.
I did like his character a lot. Like
Yeah,
he
it
did
was fun,
freaking.
man.
He
It was
was
fun.
just like that goofy, deadly, huge, humongous tank just walking around. He had like the goriest stuff going on for him too. 'cause
Yeah,
like,
bro. He
he's
went straight
splitting
fatality
people
on
in-
motherfuckers.
He splits people in half, just eats
Very
them.
true.
And then one of them, like he was eating off like one of the guy's skulls I ate earlier. He's eating
Yeah.
like it was like a piece of an apple or better yet, a mango. He had like
Yeah.
that little seed and everything. He's like, "Oh, I'm done with this," and he just tossed it
Fucking
out.
King Shark,
I
bro.
was like, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't want to be on. Like, I wouldn't want to deal with this guy. That guy's able to take a lot of hits because when
Yeah,
like,
he's really strong.
he
Yeah.
like a lot of times I'm like, oh, I think he might be dead here. Like when he fell off the
Mm-hmm.
building, I'm like, all right, he might live. And I'm like, when they were shooting at him, I'm like, they're probably shooting at a dead corpse. He just walked up like nothing happened. He was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, well, okay, well, there's food that I can eat.
I thought those fish were gonna take him out for a second.
I
to be
thought that
honest.
too. Oh, that's true too.
You know
Because
what
they
I'm
were
saying?
just going all over. I'm like,
I know, I was
oh
like,
man,
he's
what
actually
a
bleeding now.
yeah, like
I was like, "Uh-oh."
he's going out. It's,
But nah,
what a way.
you need Superman to take his ass out or something.
Yeah, it seems like it because that
Yeah.
guy, he's very,
Very strong. I didn't realize he was that resilient. Honestly.
yeah. Like I was like, okay, so like, how strong is this guy's skin? Like I thought he was gonna be something like huge, like what you call it? When he got tossed to like the building and everything.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna make it from that. I thought we were gonna see like a cutscene of him just like exploding or whatever
Oh,
it may
nope.
be. But like we find out later on, he made it out. I was like, okay. I'm like, this guy's
King
he's
Shark made it,
able to
baby.
walk it out like he's like brush it off of his like on his shoulders. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I want to get more food now. And
Yeah,
like
man.
that's I liked his character a lot. Like
Yeah.
he creates that little goofiness. in
Yeah,
that
I had a
movie.
lot of fun with King Shark, man. Shit, man. I feel like we talked about all the main characters for the most part, yo.
The rat girl. The rat.
Oh yeah, Ratcatcher, man.
Ratcatcher.
Well, we talked about her a little bit earlier, but yeah, man, I love Daniela Melchior as Ratcatcher too. I want to see her in a ton more movies. She's really awesome in this, man. And I just love the way that she had that innocent nature about her at the same time. But she didn't take no shit, you know what I mean? Like she would step up and do her thing, but she wasn't necessarily like a killer or like the fighter or like the strongest in the group. But she still had like a really good purpose in the film. And that's like the whole like the whole inclusion thing, you know what I mean? Like she was just as useful, if not more useful in a way than everyone else. And she was one of the main reasons how they took out Starro at the end of the day. So that was dope, man.
I was surprised like how they were gonna use her too. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And when, like she just controls rats. What the hell are they gonna do with rats?
That's
And then
what I
that's
was
why I was
thinking.
like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like,
I did think about the eyeball though when they were starting to like fight it at the end. I was like, oh, what if all the rats go into the eyeball?
that was another way too. And then like you see Harley Quinn in the eyeball too.
Yeah,
And you see
dude.
like and then her perspective, she's all like in that bliss and then there and
Yeah.
so forth. And in the background, you see all the rats just
Rats
eating his
eating
side.
and
like
bleeding and shit. I'm like, ugh.
it was seeing her that like her character Ratcatcher, like I liked her a lot. At first I was hesitant, but after seeing what she can do, I was like, all right, I can get behind her. She was the heart of the group. She
Yeah,
was, like,
exactly.
there was a reason why she was there, and I did enjoy it a lot.
Exactly.
James Gunn
dude.
nailed it with her
Like,
character.
He just pulled his weird ass character out of a hat somewhere, and he just made it so awesome. Like, I want more of her in a movie, DC movie for sure. I want this character to come back for sure. Like, she was dope, man. Like, one of my favorite characters in the movie for sure. Yeah, man. Amanda Waller, dope as always. Viola Davis always kills it. And she was even more ruthless in this one.
Yeah. It's like she's going Dude, like she was like even her like her like everybody she was working I was working with her, she was like they were saying like, dude, she's going too overboard. Like she wants to get rid of everybody in the city and everything.
She
So
gonna
forth.
kill his daughter?
She's gonna kill his daughter too. She's like, what? And then like she even says like, you don't even know like the half the things
You
I'm
don't
gonna
know
do.
half what I do, motherfucker.
And then they were like, oh Jesus. I'm like, oh God, there's a reason why you're the boss of this group. I mean, she's
It's
able to do the
pretty
things
intense.
like, that none of us would normally do.
Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure.
But man, dude. So it's just like with everything overall, it was cool to see like everything being played out that way. I really did love like the whole film and everything so for it, man.
I love this movie, man. James Gunn, you fucking killed it, brother. DC, this is what happens when you let the directors have the creative vision and they follow it through to the end. Are you going to get perfect movies every time? No. But DC, please, I beg of you, if anyone from DC ever sees this, Warner Brothers, guys, just trust your filmmakers. Just let them do their thing. When you do that, you always get a better package every time. Every single time.
Very true, man. Very true.
So yeah, man, The Suicide Squad, it was a blast. One of our most anticipated movies this year. 1 out of 10. What score are you going to give it, buddy?
If I had to give it a solid rating, I was thinking about it even yesterday.
Me too, man. Back and forth.
I would give it at least an 8.5. I
All
enjoyed
right.
the film overall, dude. Like the story itself is awesome. Like it was a great thing to be part of with that journey and everything and so forth. The character development overall with the characters that I never heard about, and like it was cool to see them interact with each other, like we mentioned before. Soundtrack great. I mean, just everything.
James Gunn, baby.
Everything about this film, James Gunn did pretty well on it, and I can't wait. If they do have another one, I would want to see this one again. And
I'm hoping, man. Give me some spin-offs like The Peacemaker. Do something.
Yeah, for sure. But what about you, man? What's your rating for this one?
Let me see. Yeah, man. I absolutely love this movie from top to bottom. David Dalsmatian, Daniela Malcor, John Cena, y'all are amazing. You killed it. You stole the show. Margot, I love you. Ratcatcher, Polka Dot Man, Peacemaker. It's a beacon of freedom. It's not a toilet boil on his head. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I love this movie, man. It's so fun. I'm buying it the day it drops on Blu-ray. I can't recommend this thing enough. All my fellow DC comic fans, go out and see this. If you love kick-ass movies, go out and see this. And if you just like violence, you're definitely going to love this movie, man. And I just can't recommend it enough. But before we sign off for the day, if you're checking us out on the podcast feed, we want to make sure, most importantly, that we let you know that we appreciate all the downloads, all the listens, all the shares. We want to let you know that we're hearing y'all out there, man. We've got a couple of requests. And just to let you know, we are listening. Invincible Season 1. Keep your eyes peeled, y'all. It's coming. Man. If you're checking us out on the YouTube channel, just click the thumbs up. Click the subscribe. A, you're going to get all our content on your feed at all times when we drop it. B, it helps the channel grow. We're trying to reach our first 100 subscribers, y'all, so we can get a custom link and all that good jazz, and we can give you more content. So make sure you click that like and subscribe. Make sure you download each individual episode of the podcast feed. It helps us grow. It helps us get more potential opportunities in the future. And please shoot us a follow over there at fandom_frequency on Instagram. We're always posting on there. Give us a follow. Shoot us a DM. Let us know what episodes you like. Let us know what episodes you want to see in the future. And yeah, man, anything else you want to let the people know before we get out of here?
I would say definitely watch this film coming in the nearby future. If you guys are able to get a chance, watch it theater, at home, whatever it may be.
HBO Max, whatever, man.
Max.
Get on it.
And other than that, be safe out there, everybody. And until next time we talk to you guys, we'll talk to you then.
Yep, we're going to be seeing y'all real soon. Marvel's What If. A lot of dope stuff coming, y'all. So stay tuned. Don't sleep. It's a beacon of freedom.